In the United States, millions of high school graduates attend college each year. Many are surprised to find themselves in developmental courses because they don't have the academic skills to handle the rigors of college work. In fact, experts have estimated that 60% of the nation's 14 million community college students are unprepared for college-level courses and must enroll in at least one developmental course. When we add first-time undergraduates from four-year institutions to the 14 million community college students, the number of students needing at least one remedial course becomes staggering. As much as 40% of students find themselves with this challenge. And what does this cost these students? Estimates for the costs of remedial education to states and students average $2.3 billion each year. Hello, I'm Dr. Constance St. Germain, the Executive Dean for the Colleges of Humanities and Sciences and Social Sciences at the University of Phoenix.
And I am Dennis Bonilla, the Executive Dean for the College of Information Systems and Technology at the University of Phoenix. University of Phoenix is a regionally accredited institution of higher education, originally founded in 1976 on a social agenda to increase access to quality education to all those who wanted to work for it. And the university today serves a diverse student population, offering associate, bachelor's, master's, and doctoral degree programs from campuses and learning centers across the United States, as well as online throughout the world. Our mission is to change the lives of our students, their families, and future generations through higher education. Our vision is to be recognized as the most trusted provider of career-relevant higher education for working adults.
Work has started on quantifying and understanding this challenge that so many new college students face. Math is a particularly challenging area. An alarming percentage of college students across the country fail their first college math class. In states such as Florida and Washington, an average of 50% fail, while in California, 50 to 60% of community college students do not pass math the first time they take it. Think about this American social problem. If college students have to take a math class a second time in order to pass and earn credit, it costs the student more money. And withdrawing from a class, often due to fear of failing it, or repeating a class, costs an average of $361 per credit hour. Multiply that by a 3-credit math class taken twice, and one can begin to see how being unprepared for college is costly to students.
But the cost of the class itself isn't the only cost to the student. Unfortunately, research shows that remedial students are more likely to drop out of college without a degree. And students who do persevere after failing a class spend more time completing their college degree. The more time they spend in college, the less time they are working using their degree. These students earn less money over their lifespan. So what is the earning potential based on educational levels? Let's look at the numbers. One leading study found that for students who attend some college, their earnings over their lifetime were approximately $100,000 higher than that of their peers who did not attend any college after high school. In 2014, employees with bachelor's degrees earned, on average, nearly $19,000 more than those who only completed some college. The annual average salary for workers with a bachelor's degree exceeds $57,000, compared with nearly $35,000 for those with a high school diploma, a difference of more than $22,000. This can be a life-altering financial impact for unprepared students who have to retake classes or enroll in remedial courses.
Most undergraduate math students mirror the unprepared student population described above. The majority of college students require remediation in their math skills to be successful in college-level math. Math students in the United States are withdrawing from or failing their general education algebra courses at unacceptable rates. Today, we are going to be setting up and discussing a hypothetical situation that could potentially occur at any university around the country. Let's say that students at said university have 2 pathways they can travel to earn their math credits. They can take 2 10-week courses, Math 101 followed by Math 102, or 2 6-week courses. Both options cover Algebra 1 and Algebra 2 content. All of these courses are 3 credit hours, and the cost for undergraduates is $460 per credit hour.
If this was an actual problem with that specific university was facing, leaders from that university may ask for your help in quantifying the challenge they face and the challenge their college students face. We have talked about the cost to students who need to retake math. But what would the cost to the university be? How much money is that university losing in revenue due to tuition refunded to students who dropped their math course? Keep in mind, we said all courses are 3 credit hours, and the cost for undergraduate education is $460 per credit hour. Let's say students who withdraw from the university by the withdrawal deadline are entitled to an 80% refund of the cost of the course. Assume that all students who withdraw meet that deadline. And now that you understand that there could be significant cost in time and money to both the student and the university, what actions might you recommend to the university to help solve this challenge?
In order to calculate how much revenue is lost, you must first calculate the cost to take a course at the university. Each course is 3 credit hours, and each credit hours cost $460 per credit, for a total of $1,380. Each student who withdraws by the deadline is entitled to an 80% refund, which is $1,104. Next, we can set up a table to help us calculate how many students will receive a refund. So here's how we solve this. The number of first attempt students who withdrew plus the number of second attempt students who withdrew multiplied by the tuition refund equals the total revenue lost. So for example, 11,661 plus 3,428 multiplied by 1,104 equals 16,658,256.
I'm sure this theoretical university, like many others, will look at their numbers from a business perspective. But all universities should care about their students and want them to be successful as well. We also ask you to think about ways that university could begin to address the problem of so many students needing remedial math. If students are having trouble passing their math class, we can assume that just repeating the same course with the same homework and identical instruction won't truly help the students. I believe that all college students can be successful in math, but sometimes universities such as the one in our case study have to do something different to help make math click for them. As a result, we are here with one of our partners who can add new resources that will boost student success. We would like to introduce Armistead Sapp, Executive Vice President and Chief Technology Officer, who is going to talk to you more about our unique partnership.
Hello, I'm Armistead Sapp. Many of you may know SAS as the leading analytics software provider, but we are also a strong supporter of education. We do this through traditional philanthropic efforts, but also through innovation and technology. We developed an online learning resource called SAS Curriculum Pathways to help engage students through the use of technology. There are over 1,500 tools, apps, resources in SAS Curriculum Pathways covering topics in English, language arts, mathematics, science, and social studies, and Spanish. As part of our math resources, we offer a full Algebra 1 course. This course was designed to engage students through real-world examples, images, animations, videos, and targeted feedback. It incorporates 21st century themes like global awareness and financial literacy while weaving assessment opportunities throughout the course. We know that success in Algebra 1 is critical to future science, technology, engineering, math careers, and that's why this was the first course we developed within our platform. We are pleased to be working with the University of Phoenix to tackle the challenges that is occurring throughout higher education.
Well, I would tell a student, regardless of what career they go in, to really just to take it one course at a time. I think people get overwhelmed when all of a sudden they say, oh my gosh, I've got to go to college, and then what if I have to go to graduate school and then beyond that, right? It's slow and steady wins the race. So it's one course at a time, focus on that course, get through that, but be committed overall to being a lifelong learner and really using what you're learning in terms of communication and critical thinking and collaboration, all those skills that you're learning while you're getting your education, put those to work in the workforce. One of the things that I enjoy most, especially right now in higher education, is that we're really at an intersection, a pivotal point right now. We have technology and just what's going on in the workforce and what's going on globally all coming to an intersection. And so higher education itself is in a time of transition. And so what I'm really enjoying and I look forward to is how we are changing the landscape of higher education, and how we are making it more responsive to the needs of the learner. Instead of it just being more of a one-way transmission, it's really more of a back and forth discussion with us being responsive to make sure that students are successful in the workplace.
Well, I stopped asking my kids, what do they want to be when they grow up? And I started asking them, what problems do you want to solve? And then follow the career path that's going to help you find that mission, that purpose, that, what is it that I really want to do with my life? And I think when you look at it from that perspective, what are the problems of the future you want to solve? We don't know what the jobs are going to be in 10 years. They're going to be quite different than they are the jobs that are available when they're going to school now. So you really shouldn't really focus on saying, I want to be this. You should really focus on, I would love to solve this problem for either, my country, the world, the economy, the environment, whatever that happens to be. Look for your passion. What do you want to solve? How do you want to help the rest of humanity? And that's what you should pursue as a career.
I have two pieces of advice. Learn all the tools that you're offered and all the opportunities to learn tools. They're important. The most important thing is to think. You've got to be able to understand and critically reason. So as you're working through problems, see if you can apply the tool that you're doing to some problem in the world, converting Celsius to Fahrenheit or meters to feet as you're working with a new programming language. Because if you apply your knowledge to a real world problem, it's much more powerful. So the thing that my passion is solving word problems. That's the fun thing about working at SAS and leading 3,000 developers, testers, and user interface designers, project managers in R&D is that we are given word problems to solve all the time, just like algebra word problems. And at the same time, though, they're hard. If they had easy solutions, somebody would have already done them. And so that makes me giggle every morning when I drive through the gate saying, they're paying me to do this. I can't believe it.